welcome. My name is Shauna Kai. I am a Holy Fire Yusui Reiki Master. I'm also a spiritual being having a human experience. Today I wanted to talk about dark night of the soul. Collectively, we're having a dark night of the soul because we're in an ascension cycle. In 2012, Gaia entered the fourth dimension. For many of us, we're experiencing Kundalini and different spiritual experiences which make us have a dark night of the soul. Dark night of the soul is an ego death, and it's about re-identifying with who we are as a spiritual person. Right now, we're going through some pretty incredible times with the coronavirus, being quarantined, and if you are experiencing dark night of the soul, it is very difficult right now. I'm on my second dark night of the soul in my ascension cycle personally. We will go through this cyclically as we need to address the ego death. It is why we go through it. Many of you will be displaced during this time or completely alone, and it can be very difficult, but though any dark night we go through is alone, and the reason we go through it alone is we need to be able to resolve this to spiritually ascend. This isn't just terms. This isn't just something popular. It's a real thing. And I know for me, it's very difficult to be quarantined alone. Personally, I'm in an unfamiliar state. I was taken out of my situation, and I wasn't even prepared to go through my second dark night of the soul. So if you are going through this, I have much empathy for you, but I also want to communicate that we are not alone and that we are going through this simply to go through our ego death in order to attain spiritual ascension. It is part of the process. And the things that you can do is really what I want to concentrate on right now. Is like you can see, I was so fortuitous to be put somewhere where I'm by a nature conservation center. There's trails everywhere. And so I'm able to get into nature. The hardest thing is ticks where I'm at, just making sure I'm not having ticks on me. But being able to get into nature and ground right now while you're going through dark night of the soul. When you're feeling intense emotions such as anger and judgmentalism, those things we have to release and get them through us because we all are one and we all are ascending. And so one really helpful way is to breathe into those emotions, feel them and release them. This is what dark night of the soul is eliminating and getting rid of this. It's not that you're not going to come up against them. It's that it's a process of elimination and being able to work through that. And a very practical way to do that is to meditate into that feeling. Feel the feeling to the core and release. When you find yourself feeling negative feelings, feeling separation, this is why we are going through dark night, to be able to understand that we are all one. We are always connected. We are sovereign. We have free will. And so being able to take care of ourselves is so important. Also during dark night, it's really important to be supplementing yourself with as many greens as possible. Personally, for me, I am vegetarian going through my second dark night of the soul. I am trying to put in as many vegetables as possible. Personally, I'm in a motel room right now, so I have really limited abilities to cook. So I'm trying to eat as much fresh produce as is available. And that's what I feel like is so important, is to be able to nourish yourself through that, as well as you are going through an entire breakdown biologically. So being able to rest is so important right now. I know for me, I slept 8 hours last night, and then this morning I had to go back to bed for 2 more hours. And so being able, and also insomnia can be involved in this as well. So you might just be going through cycles where you're not sleeping, and then where you are sleeping a ton. So just being able to flow with it, as well as hydration and water, is so important right now. If you have available to you bathtubs and being able to take Epsom salts, that's super helpful. I do not right now, so I'm taking a lot of showers, but I also making sure you're drinking tons and tons of water just for the clearing. Sometimes as we are going through this dark night, we feel completely crazy. And I just want to tell you, you are not crazy. You are losing your three-dimensional personality, your values, as well as you're biologically changing to have your light body. It does feel crazy, and if you are alone, I understand that. And it's so much of us, we're being put in these situations to be able to ascend. And so when you are faced with these negative feelings, and when you are faced with this stuff, make sure you are meditating, feeling those feelings, going inside, and also re-identifying with the fact that you are, I am. And you are not separate from the Creator. We are not separate. And that really is what Dark Night of the Soul is re-identifying from three dimension and all the falsities of who we're told we are to the truth of who we really are. And it's so amazing to me right now when we're doing the global meditations on April 4th, the Schumann resonance, which is measuring the electromagnetic field of the earth. It just is shooting through the roof. I personally keep track of it every day, and it's just up and down all the time. But as we are meditating, we are in sync with the evolvement of Gaia as well. And I just want to encourage you, because I know it's not easy, and if you are quarantined alone, it can be just really difficult, and I understand that. And if you are able to get out into nature, if you are able to take a walk or ground in some way, I find that so helpful. So I hope you found this message so helpful. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be talking about all kinds of things with Ascension. And so please like and share, and have such an amazing day. Namaste.